All right, man. So I've been playing this game for a while now, so it's time to talk about the good, bad, and ugly. And that is the biggest problems that I have with Black Clover Mobile as a free-to-play person, being free-to-play. So all the things I'm gonna be talking about this is from experience from a free-to-play person. Obviously, if you spend on this game, obviously that might kind of fix some of the issues that I have. So just keep that in mind, that these are just my opinion. Leave comments down below some of the problems that you have with the game, and let me know down below, and let's see if we can have this stuff situated. Maybe I might address it in the next video that people have concern with. I really want to know how the community feel about this game. Again, it has been a couple of days, and again, I know this game is pretty new, and I want this game to be super polished for when its global comes out, or at least really decent. So let me know in the comments how you feel about the game. Now, this is just my personal opinion from playing the game for a minute, free to play. And this one thing I hate about this game is definitely how the gear works. Now, if you don't know what this is called in the Black Clover mobile streets, you feel me? We like to call this the Tetris gear system. Like, you ever played a Tetris game mode, basically trying to fit everything all together? And sometimes it can work perfectly, or you can have moments like this, what you see right here, where it looks super jank. Obviously, if you have like certain amount of gear pieces, you get like these set bonuses, as you can see. If you have 4, you get like 10% attack, and then this one is like 220 attack add-on if you only have 2. So you can get some good old bonuses, but you have to try to figure out which gear works together to pretty much fit them all at once. And sometimes you can have weird stuff like this, where from you trying to try different sets, or you can have perfect gear and make it look beautiful, like what I have with my Charmy, my queen, and it looks beautiful, magnificent like this. Okay, now again, I haven't gone through all the gears to see which one works well when fitting up all together, and I still trying to figure out, do you really need your gear to look pretty like this one, would you see with Charmy and stuff like that? All right, because you want to, I think to myself, like, you want to have all of the sets boosted. You want to have like a double boost set, or do you not want to, and you just want to fit some type of gear together and just have it look ugly like this one, where you don't have both boosted set? It's a little bit weird to think about, but definitely from me coming from Grand Cross, it definitely is a system that I'm not really enjoying. And I don't even want to, man, I even have to talk about the gear farming. That's even worse. Farming for gear in this game is horrendous. Now, there's also the thing about with farming gear. I don't know why in this game, but the farming for gear is even horrendous as it is. Like, we have the UR, if you go on like level 7 and stuff like that, level 8, give you like UR and stuff like that. But if you go like under UR, you get like SRs and SSRs and stuff like that. And these are like the ones you get. I don't think it shows your percentage of what you get, but I'm gonna show you, for example, how hard it is to get an SR. I'm on level 4-1, which does have SR. As you can see, again, doesn't show you a percentage, and we just gonna clear this one real quick. Again, the one thing I hate about this is that definitely the gear farming is just horrendous. Like, I don't know why they made gear farming so terrible. Again, I use 11 AP, which is really good. Like, 11 AP is a lot technically, and I also had to change my speed too. But I'm just gonna clear this real quick so you guys can see. All right, so you can see how bad gear farming is. Okay, Yami clear. Oh, I forgot to set my character up. Okay, gonna clear. That's the AoE. All right, so about to be almost finished with this, so we can just show you guys how much you get per run on the gear. Which is one thing I also hate when farming gear, is that look how many gear you get. All right, I want you to see, you get only one. You get only one gear. Do you not know how painful that is to farm gear when you can only get to one gear? Have they not played game modes before? Farming gear is horrendous. All right, I don't even know if this tells you the percentage. I didn't see, but I know farming for your gear is probably the most painful thing in this game at the moment. Again, as a free-to-player person, as I am right now, being free-to-play, farming for the gear right now, it has been horrendous. Obviously, I don't know how it is for people who probably like high tier in terms of like, you know, farming gear and stuff like that. Maybe there's a certain gear mode that makes it a lot easier, but for me, being a free-to-player person at the moment, farming for gear has been horrendous, especially because you only get one drop. If they gave like maybe 2, maybe 3, that would have been more worthwhile because it gives you extra chances to get that SSR. But only getting one drop of gear, it's gonna be a pain trying to get a whole set of SSR and UR gear, which I guess it's okay because you don't want whales to have UR gear first day. But man, are you expecting me to like try to farm gear, waste all my AP as a free-to-player for weeks or something? Is that what this game want me to do? All right, so another issue is pretty much the lack of gold. As a player who's been playing for a good minute, they don't give you that many options on farming gold or anything like that. Like if you look at the special stages that they have right here, they only have like probably like one spot where you can farm gold. Like they give you this spot where you can pretty much farm gold. As you can see, it's only like 23k, which is not much because I think you're only gonna do 3 runs of this game mode, and only till you get like, look at this, 175, only 46k gold. Bruh, you be running through gold crazy through this game, especially when you like when it boosts up your equipment, leveling up characters. You waste a ton of gold. I wish they had another way of farming gold that doesn't require you have to play a raid or anything like that. Like again, my mind is just kind of like thinking about how other games would do this, where they have like activities where you have an activity where you get a certain item and then you can probably just sell it that was probably used for something else, but because you're probably lacking gold in an area, you just sell that material and then boom, instant gold farming there. Like I remember Grand Cross had pretty much books, and before they upgraded the gold dungeon and stuff like that, pretty much what you could do is pretty much just farm up books, sell your books, and then boom, you have pretty much infinite gold and stuff like that. That's when they had it where it was just trash for the gold. But at the moment now, this lot is fixed now. Now gold dungeon is probably the best thing, way better than gold at the moment. But again, this game needs some mode, or pretty much, man, they just need some way where you can get infinite resources of gold. All right, I wish they would have to do something where they have some way where you can get gold. Now I do know there's also another raid thing that happens at a certain time where you can get gold. I think I probably seen, like, I played that mode like probably like once, so it's probably like a time thing. But if they had that thing where it has like its own special stage that just give players the chance to pretty much farm whenever they want to, I think that would be definitely a good improvement when it comes to like gold farm and stuff like that. All right, so one of the other big issues is definitely, this is for you people out there, all right, because I've seen a lot of people complain about it. This is not my personal complaint, but I've definitely seen a lot of people talk about it, and that's definitely the story tickets. If you don't know, the story tickets, they take about 4 hours to get one story ticket, which I have seen a lot of people complain about them pretty much having to wait to complete the story. And honestly, I don't mind them like pretty much time gating the content for a story, just because they obviously don't want you to complete everything in one day. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that I hate about is that the story cutscenes are so amazing that it's like I want to finish everything in one day. I can't lie to you, me personally, I just love seeing cutscenes in games, and me having to wait probably like 4 hours to get to that one, actually more than 4 hours, because sometimes you get like double fights and stuff like that. Just having to wait so long to just get to that one good animated cutscene, yo, it kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. Obviously, this one, the story ticket is also time gated. The story ticket is also used in another game mode, if I'm not mistaken. Is it this one? It's used in one other game mode. Oh, it's this one. Also, story tickets can be used on these as well. So it's not like you can only use story tickets for one content in the game, obviously. Now, the thing that people also been talking about is that if you are that person who speed run through all the chapters, pretty much you'll be notified that at the end of chapter 3, there's no more story after that, which a lot of people have been pretty much disliking about that, because pretty much if people who played the beta, they only had chapter 3. So for them to see chapter 3 still here after the freaking beta ended in what, like November, a lot of people hated that. All right, I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a lot of beta people be like, yo man, there's still just chapter 3. So maybe in probably a week or two, or the next update, we'll probably get that next chapter. Hopefully I'll be able to finish chapter 3 by then, because I'm still on like 65% of the chapter 3. So that's literally the only my complaint, really. Obviously, that's only the complaint that I seen. I don't really care about content being time gated a little bit like that. Obviously, hopefully this doesn't end up being the main content, this story ticket thing. I will hope, because usually most games, they don't have story mode being like the main content. Usually, unless like, actually nah, because Star Rail had the story like super long. That was like pretty much the main content for a long time, but the story was so long and there was no, you can't skip cutscenes. In this game, you can skip cutscene, so it made the story longer than it had to be. So you couldn't like speed run it. I'm just hoping for myself playing this game that doesn't become like the main content, or at least for a certain amount of chapters they give a little bit more lenient on the story tickets, and not be such a high freaking time gate. Like 4 hours is crazy. Like, can it be 2 hours at least? Like 2 hours? Is that too much to ask for? But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Let me know in the comments what thing that you dislike about the game, your problems with the game. Definitely this would be very helpful for me, because then I can discuss with the developers, because developers have been asking like what are there some problems, some suggestions that would be needed for this game, especially because global is going to be approaching pretty soon, probably like in a month. So it'd be good to know all the problems that people have with this game, so I can just have that addressed and they can fix it. All right, we want this game to be fixed, we want this game to be polished and be really good, so when global comes out, it have all the quality of life that you guys have been wanting. So hopefully you guys enjoy. This is Marilli, guys, and I'm out, man. Peace.